Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hold on. I meant howdy, and welcome to the July 2024 wrap up episode. I'm so happy to be here. So happy I'm with you guys. Let's bring on one of our guests, our co host for tonight. Hello, Logan.
Hey, Tony.
Oh, man, it's good to see you again. Excited to have you on a live episode again.
Oh, yeah.
And you're filling in for Logan. You'll never believe it. You're filling in for Gil again. I don't know if you saw the Alien Covenant episode where I was like, yeah, you let me down. He's like, come on, I give you a month's head up this time.
I'm his POC while he's out of office.
And of course, with us as always is oh my god!
Hello, man. It's
what?
Grimace.
What is this? I don't like
Howdy.
this.
How are you? Good to see everybody.
This
All
is
right.
horrifying. I
love your
like
shake. It's very
Thank
delicious.
You. Thank you. You don't want to know how I made it.
You know what's weird? The grimace I have in the background has disappeared, and now you've become the grimace that has disappeared, Joey C.
Oh God, I might have taken it.
For the audio listeners later on, Joey is wearing a really disturbing, sleepy-eyed grimace costume.
It's really hot in here, so I'm gonna.
You should take that off. You should take that off. And
Good
just
Lord.
pump your mic while you're doing it. Make sure to hit that button. No! Put your arms down. Put your goddamn arms down. Put the suit back on. Put the suit back on.
I can't. It's really hot, man. I can't do that.
Yeah, what a month, guys. Good to see you guys again. Here are some of the movies we're talking about today. But we got some things to clear up first. Or not clear up. I don't know. That sounded negative. Why did I say it like that?
Tony's getting canceled.
Logan, Joey, we need to talk.
Oh no.
Yes.
Is there a severance package?
Too many games happened right after our last live wrap up, and it was a great time. Here's me and Riley in our Wolverine outfits. We showed them off in public before we did that episode. If you're wondering what's up with Riley, why didn't he wear his gloves? It's because Mint Salad forgot to pack one of his gloves.
Nice.
Great job, Mint.
Good job, Mint.
FreeRiley.fund. Yeah, Too Many Games was a great time. And so was VHS Fest, right, Logan? Who was there?
Yeah, I was there, and it was very fun.
That was a great weekend. I had a great time. Kaylee was there. Crystal, Casey, Johanna showed up with Ian. Producer Chris from WATP was there. And we just had a ball. Movie Dumpster was there. And it was just a good time all around. I really love VHS Fest. I went back a week later for Real Rumble, the wrestling event. I got a funny story to tell you guys off camera, because if I tell it on camera, it might get back to that wrestler and they might be pissed off. Ran into a really rude wrestler. Did you just drop your mic too, Logan?
No, my cat got on the cord and knocked the mic off.
Yeah, so that was a great time. If we saw you there, if you're a fan that we met there, it was nice meeting you. If you're a new person who subscribed and now you're watching the live episode, please let us know in the chat. But not just any free chats, because what's the name of the game, Joey C?
The name of the game, Tony, is Super Chats. If you want me and the crew to whisper sweet nothings into your ear, all you have to do is send a Super Chat. But within reason, we're in the age of cancel culture, and we are riding that line very closely. So
yes,
it has to be within reason.
I know Johanna's going to be on later in the episode, and you're going to want to super chat her to talk about a certain presidential candidate that she supports blindly, but please don't make her say any of those things. All right? We just want to focus on movies. I am not a political person at all. Why did everyone stare at me when I wore my Hulk Hogan shirts this week? Anyway,
I don't know. I have no idea, Tony.
I got good news, guys.
What's that?
You know how like later into the year I'll release the previous year's commentary tracks on Bandcamp? Well, now you can do it on Patreon, which is way easier than Bandcamp. So yeah, if you wanted to check out previous year's commentary tracks, but you don't want to pledge for some reason, even though you should, yeah, I put them up there for you guys. They're in the collections tab. For some reason, it doesn't automatically put it in the shop tab. It's still in an early beta, but they're there. You can buy them. They're there right now. Me and Joey did one in 2023 for Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
The straightest movie ever.
Yes, all the people who keep telling me to review that movie. No, I did a mini review and I gave you a commentary track. God damn it. So yes, those are there. What else do I have? What else is on Patreon? You're probably wondering. Titanic 666. I finally got the Titanic 666 review up. Jess is editing for me now, which is nice. I was able to get her to edit a bunch of August. Ironically, I got a woman to edit a lot of the Boys Month episodes, but she also edited the Titanic 6. Now put your arm down. Put your arm down.
Sorry.
Oh wait, hold on.
You're just progressive.
Hold on. Here we go. Hello, Mike.
I made it.
You made it.
I made it. I'm here.
Good. Your audio is okay.
Don't turn the TV on. Don't let
don't
your nieces
turn the
and nephews
TV
in.
on. Use headphones.
I was on YouTube. They gotta stay upstairs. Don't get yelled at.
Listen. After that Instagram post your girlfriend made, she better not appear on the stream. Anyway,
She left the house for a minute.
Oh, good. She was very upset with the sticker that is on his thing there. I was just telling people what's on Patreon. We have the Titanic 666 review with Captain Boomies, and also a Twister commentary track with Kaylee from Once Over. We will be talking about Twister a little later. Yes, and I believe tonight the Anaconda review will be going up on Patreon and for channel members. So if you want to watch what me and Johanna have to say about Anaconda and you can't wait till Monday, you can watch it tonight. It's going to be a great time. That's a fun episode. Now, there's two things you guys probably didn't see on the list. Where is Beverly Hills Cop 4? And I have a really, really good excuse for not reviewing it.
You don't like Detroit. You don't like
what?
My people.
No, I love Detroit.
You don't like my people. Does he have
no, I love Detroit. Fuck you. No, I just didn't have time to watch the previous three. I didn't grow up watching Beverly Hills Cop as much as a lot of other people, and
that's shocking.
I just didn't have time.
Crazy.
They're so
look. I believe it's getting like a 30th or 40th anniversary in like September. The first movie. Maybe I'll do what is the best Beverly Hills Cop. I
need to be on that episode. Grew up on those.
Well, I was gonna have a handsome cop Mike, but if you want to kick a black guy off my show, Joey, I mean,
no, I can't.
I mean, that's up to you. I mean,
I
personally think that's a bad look, but you know,
that is a bad look.
If that's what you want to do, he hasn't been on an episode in like a year, and I finally want him in on an episode, and Joey's like, not on my watch.
No. We have to be diverse here on Hack the Movies. We have to do it.
We do.
I can't get canceled.
Now you might be wondering, why didn't I do this next week when Deadpool comes out? Well, don't worry. I'm doing a live episode next week for what is the best Deadpool movie. We're going to do all three. I'm supposed to be doing it with Adam Does Movies, but you know, he's an older man, you know, he might trip and fall. He might get lost. Who knows who will be in it? Logan, you might get another last minute call.
You have me on retainer.
On retainer. So that will be next week. Remind me to get a high-res image of Cable because he is not as clear as the other two pictures in the thumbnail. It's a pretty terrible picture of him. And yeah, without further ado, we already did the whatchamacallit, the super chat plea. So let's get into it. A Quiet Place, Day 1, the third in the Quiet Place movies, but it's a prequel. I actually, before this came out, I had to go and watch Quiet Place Part 2. I forgot that was like one of those COVID movies. It was coming out like right around COVID, and I just completely missed it. I forgot it existed, and I was actually excited for it at the time. And then this movie came out, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right. There's that other one. I should probably watch it. I'll talk about the day one in a minute, but like, just real quick, my thoughts on the franchise. I really enjoyed the first one. The logistics and how the monsters worked and what their purpose was confused me, but not in like a fun way. I thought it was pretty stupid how the monsters were, but I appreciate what this series is doing with lore building, because then the second movie comes out and they actually address some of the issues I had, but not in a way where it was trying to like overly explain things to cover up mistakes. It did it in a fun way. So I enjoy these films so far. Logan, what do you think about the previous two Quiet Places?
I love the first one. The first one was really good. I was pretty shocked for like how good it was for like John Krasinski doing it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because no, like, I mean, it's uncommon for someone who's known for comedy to do horror
Yeah.
and do it very well. But I don't know, it was good. And then like I like movies that kind of pull at your heart. Your heartstrings a little bit, like, you know, in the first spoiler alert, in the first one, the little boy dies at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't expecting that, because it's like he was in the trailer, so I was like, what? Like
Yeah.
kind of took me off for a second, and I thought it was good. Like, I like the way it was shot. It was pretty. I mean, the storyline was pretty consistent. I didn't have any really major issues. I haven't seen the second one, to be honest.
Oh.
So, yeah, I have not seen the second one.
Oh.
Yeah. But I did see this one.
Okay. I mean, it kind of works. You should watch them in order, but it kind of worked. I'll get into it in a second. But Joey, what do you think of the previous two?
Never seen the previous two, so I went into the third one blind. Boy, that was
How'd you like it?
I was very confused on what was happening. I didn't know what to expect.
It's really not. You really should watch the other two. What about you, Mike? What do you think?
I saw the first one like before when you could see the new one. Haven't seen the second one, and I'll get into what I've seen about the third one in a second.
Okay. Well, like I said, this is a prequel. It's day one, which we saw a little bit of in Quiet Place 2, the opening, which addressed my complaint where I'm like, how many of these things are out there and why didn't they just shoot them with big guns? It turns out they all landed on the same day. And now this is day one from New York's perspective. So we're going to New York. That guy on the left, is that Stranger Things guy everyone loved?
Yeah,
and the
new or whatever.
Yeah, the new Human Torch. Yeah, so he's there. Then Lupita, I can't pronounce her last name. She plays the main character. Now with prequels, it's kind of annoying because you're like, well, I can kind of guess who's gonna live and die. But with her, they take that away right from the beginning because she's already on hospice. So you're like, oh, so I'm not annoyed if she doesn't make it into the other movies because I've already know that she has a limited time left for her during this alien apocalypse. But yeah, her and a bunch of her hospice friends, they're not hospice friends, other people on hospice are in the city when the aliens finally arrive and attack. And of course, they are based off sound. They will attack anything that has a sound. They stay away from running water, which was confusing in the first movie. It's like, oh, they know that's running water, so they stay away from it. And I'm just like, wait, do they don't want to attack anything near running water? And then the second movie establishes that they can't swim, which this movie reiterates for us. But yeah, it's basically her wanting to go in the opposite direction of safety so she can get one last slice of pizza before she dies. And for some reason, she's dragging her cat along for this. Yeah, I guess we'll go down the line. What did you think, Logan?
I liked it. To be honest, I'm not really familiar with the director. I know he did the movie Pig. I never got around to seeing it, but everyone was talking
Neither
about
did I.
How good it was. But I mean, I thought the story was good. It was kind of one of those meaningless stories, to be honest. It's cool to see everything like start. And you just knew like there wasn't really going to nothing was really going to come from this. I felt like it was just kind of like a story just to be told. Kind of like when you like read comics, there's just like that one single one off that has nothing to do with the entire story arc.
Yeah, you can take it or leave it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I did have a question though. So I haven't seen the second one. The things that they're eating.
Oh, that's new.
That's new. Okay,
that's new. That was a new thing that was introduced, which I liked. But yeah, Joey, what did you think overall of Quiet Place day one?
Well, first of all, the main gal, Lupita Nyong'o, I think is her name. Fantastic. Did a fantastic job. I will say, I think she did wonderful. I want to see more stuff with her. But as a cat owner, I will never, ever watch this movie again. I was not enjoying this. I almost left twice. And the only reason I stayed is because I had to do this show. I was very uncomfortable. My jaw was on the floor because the cat steals the show.
Yeah.
And
Frodo,
especially like
Frodo.
in scenes when like the cat's like on the construction beams and like the monsters are at the bottom there. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Now, the lawyer guy or the law school kid, at first I was like, dude, get this fucking guy out of here. I don't fucking like this guy. By the end of it, I was rooting for him. And I thought there was going to be this whole like romance connection thing that never happened. I was very upset. I wanted to see a kiss. It didn't happen. Cat stole the show. I will never, ever watch this movie again.
Here's what I want to say about the cat.
Yeah.
The day before I saw this movie.
Yeah.
My cat, for just no fucking reason, decided to shit in front of my bedroom, which is out of character for her. And then a few days before that, actually, when I got back from VHS Fest, I found out that just for funsies, she threw up underneath my bed. And it was very hot that weekend. So that was a lot of fun cleaning up. So I went into this movie and there's like 500 scenes of them trying to save the cat, which is, I mean, there's a whole book on Save the Cat about filmmaking and how it's a good thing to get people invested. But in my head, I just kept going, leave the cat. Leave the cat. I would have left the cat right away. I wouldn't have brought the cat. If someone said they just had a dream about an alien invasion, I would throw my cat as fast as I could away from me. So yeah, I picked the worst day to watch a movie about wanting to save a cat. Because at home, my cat was making me so miserable. So maybe
it lost. And immediately cuddled my cats. Not good.
That cat would have killed me in the first scene. They'd be like, "I'm hungry, meow," and they would be dead. That would have been the movie. I would have been dead.
Like Joey, you've met my cat.
Yep.
She doesn't shut up. She'd be dead right away.
Literally.
She doesn't know how to meow. She just knows how to screech and hiss. She's gone right away. I would throw her in the direction of the
I told myself that if the cat died, I was leaving. I made up my fucking mind. It was not enjoyable.
Movie that we're going to talk about later. Very similar for another movie we watched.
Okay, Mike, where did you land on Quiet Place 3?
Well, I watched a whole 15 minutes or so of this movy.
Oh, so you didn't even watch the movie?
No.
How?
So you didn't watch the other ones, but you only watched 15 minutes of this.
I went in, whatever. It's probably about 15 minutes when they're at the theater. You think that's about 15 minutes into the movie? 15, 20 minutes?
So like as the alien attacks about to happen?
I thought it was part of the movie. I'm sitting there and we're watching the movie and the alarm started going off. I thought it was part of the movie. We evacuated our movie theater.
Wow, it's very immersive. Wait, and then they just didn't bring you back in?
No, they're like, oh, we don't know what's going on, so here's free tickets if you guys want to come back at a different time. So we just left.
That's kind of fucked up. Did you get to take your slushie and popcorn?
Yeah.
Side note, Tony, did you see the large photo of the slushie that I got that night on Twitter or on X?
I forget if you got
it was as big as my fucking torso. Can I get a large slushie? This is gonna be a hell of a movie because it's got a cat in it. Fucking lady pulls out this fucking thing. I'm like, lady, what do you mean?
What is this?
Dude, I had to shit 3 seconds into the movie. That was in there. So I had to suffer.
Okay, well, one thing I enjoyed is that Dijman Hanzu came back because he's in part 2. He dies in part 2. Spoiler. But yeah, you know what's funny? He tells a whole story of what happened when he got on the boats and stuff. And I thought we were gonna like physically see that part, and they don't even show that part, which I thought was interesting. Like, I thought for sure when everyone started walking to the boats, we would see all the things he described. Instead, the movie follows our two main characters, and we meet up with him at the very, very, very end. So it was nice seeing him. I mean, he's an example of like, oh, I know he's going to make it out of this movie, but I don't know about anyone else. So that was fun. And when I talked about lore building, well, now one, I'm thinking if you were to watch these movies in chronological order, it'd be kind of fucked because this movie just shows the monsters right away, whereas the first movie like builds up to them. So that'd be weird to watch in chronological order. But I like what they're doing. Yeah, I like what they're doing with the aliens here. We learned something new about them each time. And this one, we learned what they do when they're not attacking, which is apparently sitting in holes sleeping. And I'm like, huh, okay. And it bothered me in the previous films. I'm like, why are they just always going around and slapping things? They have teeth. Why don't they ever eat anything? It really, really confused me. And then we learn in this one, I hesitate to call it a queen, but there's like a big one that makes like is watching food, presumably from the meteorites that they arrive in. And then that's what they eat. I'm like, oh, I kind of like this slow dishing out of like the alien lore throughout the films. I still don't know why they're here. I don't know who sent them. I don't know why they wouldn't send aliens with eyes or ones that could swim on a planet made of water. I would have probably done that. I mean, maybe it's the same people who sent the Signs aliens. I don't know. I don't know these things. But yeah, the sci-fi stuff is always kind of second place. These movies are very, very character driven. And I enjoyed these two characters other than them wanting to save the cat constantly when the cat ended up just being a burden mostly.
Come on.
But no, it was a fun time. It was fun to see them go to the big city. Usually it takes horror movies like multiple entries before they get there. This one, they did it on the third go around. But it also makes sense because the other two were like upstate New York. They were close to the city, so it's not too much of a stretch. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes next. I believe this movie did well. I didn't look up any box office stuff, but I assume it did well. I mean, it lost Mike's money because he had to be refunded. But overall, it was a good time. Do you guys have any last words on
I like
Quiet Place Day One?
The end scene, not to go too much in detail, but I like the end scene where you finally understand the sweater where she looks at the photo. I was like,
yeah.
oh, and then like they swap so they have something from one each other because they're splitting up, and I'm like, oh, that was just really cool. I was like, that was like a little icing on the cake at the end. I was like, okay, that kind of made the movie like 3 points better. If you were, I was grading it. I was like, okay, you got some extra credit on that one.
Yeah, and then the very like the final shot I thought was really fun. I thought that was a really good moment.
Yeah, that was really cool. I like that.
That was right. Joey, did this movie make you want to watch the other ones?
It did actually, although I almost didn't because of the scene when the cat goes underwater. Like, yeah, the cat would hold its breath. Fuck you. But I already have it on my watch list now, so we'll see. And I'm watching The Office for the first time ever. So I need to watch Jim Halpert in the first one.
Oh, you haven't watched The Office before?
No, this is the first time I've watched it.
Oh, wow. Congratulations on getting a girlfriend who's making you watch the show. I didn't know. You didn't tell me. I mean,
well, it's, we're getting pretty serious. We're watching
I don't know any other reason a guy would start watching The Office this late after its run other than he just got a girlfriend.
I got to tell you, I'm pretty single and I'm getting pretty desperate here. So
you're right. So your research.
That'll work. Chicago PD or Chicago Med, you'll find a girlfriend real quick.
Supernatural's next on the list.
There you go.
Here's a heads up. When Michael Scott leaves, feel free to turn the show off. Honestly, after Jim and
already
Pam's
passed
dead,
that.
Oh,
yeah.
And you're still going.
Already with the new CEO guy. It's weird, man.
Robert California or whatever his
name
name is?
Robert California.
Okay, he's good. Good.
Mike. What's Slate? What is his name? Something Slater. What is it?
Not Christian
Voltron.
Slater.
Voltron.
Yeah. Why am I now blanking on his name? I know that's not his name.
Well, Voltron's pretty good at it. I'll do that.
Okay. Here's another heads up. The episode that's all about Dwight's farm and his sister. Skip it. That was a backdoor pilot that failed that they turned into a show, an episode.
True.
Skip it.
Whatever.
Skip it. Don't even bother with it.
Finish all of season 9. Skip.
I'm in the middle of season 8 right now, so
it's bad. It gets so bad. It's one of my favorite shows, but it gets so bad.
Oh, when Flop and the other guys show up and it's like, what the hell do I care about these guys?
Yeah.
Or the whole have you got to the cameraman part?
No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
God,
that's garbage. I'll tell you that.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So much to look forward to.
Yeah, dude.
Man, that show got so bad at the end.
Did.
Okay. By the way, the only reasons I watched the later seasons is because a girlfriend made me. I tapped out way before that. So the fact you're doing this single, Joey, I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I have plenty of girlfriends.
Okay, next up, something you shouldn't skip is Maxxxine, which of course is the third in the, I guess we're calling it the X trilogy.
The trilogy.
Oh, I just noticed there is an X on this third picture. It's her dress strap. Oh, and of course, Mike has the pearl tattoo on him. So you got the tattoo before the trilogy was done. What if the third one really pissed you off?
I did. Hey, I was already committed to it.
What if it was about a Latinx guy named Mike and the whole movie was about how he sucked? Would you got the tattoo removed?
You got him.
I didn't pay nothing. My tattoos are absolutely free, so
I can tell.
Hey,
okay.
Sister-in-law's a very good tattoo artist, Joey.
I'm kidding, Mike.
Okay, so where I stand on this, I really liked X. I really enjoyed X. I enjoyed Pearl. I didn't love it as much as a lot of other people did. I'm not about to go and get a tattoo or something. But I enjoyed Pearl for a prequel that we didn't really need about a character that won't show up ever again in the series. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed Maxxxine. They're all very different. They're all kind of horror.
Yeah.
But they're more just like, they're all different kind of exploitation films. Logan, what did you think of the previous X films, and how do you rank Maxxxine with them?
I mean, to be honest, okay, I like the first one because that one I definitely felt like had the more true essence of a slasher.
Yeah,
and I remember seeing like the trailers for it when it was coming out, and I mean, I'm a fan of Ty West. Even like if you go back and watch, I think in something Valley of Vengeance or something like that, or something of Valley of Violence or something like that. But his Western movie's awesome. It's not as good as like Django or something like that, but it's actually really good. And like his band, like the way the dialogue was just great. And I really liked X a lot. Pearl, to be honest, I don't know if it was just the hype and I saw it later than everyone else saw it, but I just felt like Mia Goth was just yelling all the damn time. And to be honest, and it didn't, I get the trauma and the facts, the shit she had to go through. It's kind of explain what she turned into, but it didn't explain why she was a sex maniac, putting people in her house, so forced to have sex.
Well,
with them.
she was horny and her husband was overseas, and then in the 70s, she's horny and her husband can't have sex with her. He's got a bad heart. Very horny girl.
To be honest, I really started liking it. The end, like the last 15 minutes, I really liked. I just wish I would have got a little bit more of that kind of crazy, like earlier into the film. And then, do we go into Maxxxine? How would I think?
Yeah. How do you rank Maxxxine with it?
So Maxxxine, I will say I enjoyed Maxxxine more than I enjoyed Pearl. I do like X more. I like Maxxxine, but there were certain things about it that kind of just bugged me a little bit, like. Didn't really feel like we learned a lot about Maxxxine. I felt like the point where they get to Bates Motel, she just randomly walks to the lot, and then she, or she comes back to the lot or whatever, and then the director, the second visit, she comes up and she just starts unloading on her and just talking about stuff that means nothing. It felt like I was playing an RPG. Like you meet a character and they just have to unload on you while you just sit there and stare at them, because Maxxxine had nothing to add to that conversation. Yeah. And I mean, and the only thing is like, also like, I already knew it was going to, not to be spoilers. I want to say the spoilers, but what I'll say is I already knew the ending before we found out what the ending was happening.
Yeah. It was
pretty obvious.
It was pretty predictable. And not really in a fun way.
Exactly.
Joey, how did you feel about this trilogy?
So I sat down in the movie theater with my extra large popcorn and my extra large slushie, and turned to my friend and said, "Hey man, do I have to see the previous two movies?"
God,
and he said, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh."
You probably should have at least seen the first one.
Now, listen, I haven't seen them. So with that, this movie was pretty okay. I was told it was like a slasher flick vibe. I was very confused through the whole fucking thing. It wasn't really a slasher flick vibe, I thought.
It's part like Giallo, and then it's part like woman revenge film. And there's a movie I want to talk about later on that I kind of reminded me of. Well, spoiler, Joey. She was a porn actress, and her friends went to a cabin that was owned by Pearl and her husband, and they were making a porno. And the old lady Pearl got a little horny, and her husband killed all of them, and then she killed them.
Yep.
And now she's on the run.
I'm gonna watch that movie now.
Okay, well, good job, Joey. Mike,
whoa, hang on. Who said I'm done? I got a lot to talk about here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought Kevin Bacon was pretty cool. He was a good detective. He should fucking have his own movie. That's a fucking movie I want to watch.
Maybe they'll give him an origin story.
And if it has to do with porn, I don't know, man. Like, maybe we'll have to watch that.
So that scene where she's getting her head plastered for the special effects, and then she hallucinates an old lady massaging her shoulders. You had no idea what that was?
No, not a fucking clue.
That's her remembering Pearl, the killer from the first one, who has her own origin story.
I was elbow deep in a popcorn bucket. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Mia Goth played the old lady in the first one and the Maxxxine character, which is why she plays why she plays Pearl in the prequel. The characters are not actually related; they're just played by the same actress.
That makes sense.
Mike, as probably the biggest fan of this series, we already know how much you like the first two. How did this work for you as a trilogy-ending film?
I liked it. I mean, like you said, it was very predictable, especially because the night before, me and my girlfriend had watched X. Yeah. And like how it ends, you kind of like, it ends like, okay, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
But for me, I still really enjoy it. I like Mia Goth. I think she's a very good actress. So that's enough to like reel me in. Kevin Bacon was really good in it.
Yeah.
The kills were good. The ones that we've seen, pretty brutal. I know there's one that you particularly loved.
Oh, yeah, there was one at the end that was rough. There was one in the beginning.
Bro,
every man who watched this show, I saw the kill one, and when that scene went on, I went, he's like two girls, like down
like
on the rope.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Tony, hang on. You sound like a robot, man. I'm gonna need you to repeat everything you just said.
What? How do I sound now?
Let your computer catch up.
Hang on.
Am I okay now?
Nope.
They got him.
How about now?
You're good now.
I'm good now?
Yeah.
I must have hit the cord or something. Okay.
So let's talk about that.
So, as I was saying, I saw this by myself. Am I still a robot?
No, you're good.
No.
Okay. I saw this by myself, and when that scene happened, I went, "Oh my god!" And these two girls, down the row from me, just started like cracking up. That was a rough scene to watch.
It was very rough.
I was not expecting that at all.
No,
I thought she was going to hit his head. I was ready for a head crush. And when I saw that, like, I literally just yelled, like, "Oh, Jesus!" Oh my god.
Maxxxine. I guess we'll talk about the story of the movie. Maxxxine made her way to Hollywood.
Yes.
She became the sex icon, like she thought she would be, but now she wants to transition to major motion pictures, and by that I mean B horror movies. So she's auditioning. She gets the role in Puritan 2. But while things are going well for her, a killer is going around killing people who are kind of close to her or people she encounters. And this killer knows who she is. And he's sending her VHS tapes because it's the 80s now, baby. Now that she knows her life's in danger and Kevin Bacon's after her. Her agent, what's his name? Giancarlo Esposito tries to help her out. It becomes like a woman's revenge film. And I love like her crazy 80s war paint that she has on toward the end of the film. Yeah. And it reminded me of a movie called Savage Streets with Linda Blair, which has one of the coolest theme songs ever. It becomes more of like an action, like revenge film than it is a horror movie, although the horror elements are okay. The problem is that I don't want to spoil too much, but like you know who the killer is.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of waiting for it to happen. And then it gets a little goofy at the end.
Yes.
Which I like that part. I like the end. Like when it gets goofy, I was like, okay, if you're gonna go goofy, give me more goofy in the beginning.
Might as well go all out on it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I thought there were a lot of good performances in it. This is a fun trilogy that we have right now. All 3 films feel very, very different. They're all low budget, so they were allowed to take crazy risks because there was, there wasn't a lot riding on it. They're really cheap movies to make. They obviously did well enough that every actor in the world wanted to be in this one. Yeah, overall, I think we got a solid trilogy, and this was a fun film. I don't know how I'd rank. I think X is still the best. I would need to watch Pearl and Maxxxine back to back and see which one I enjoy more. But yeah, this is a good time. Any last words on Maxxxine? Joey C, why are you smiling so much?
I was just giggling about the porn thing and Pearl, man.
It reminded me a little bit of Body Double.
Porn.
But wait, hold on. What was that?
Huh?
So you guys talked at the same time. Logan, what did you say first?
Oh, I'm just saying, it kind of gave me that like Body Double vibe. Have you ever because like he's like talking to like a porn star and stuff like that, and just like the dance club scenes and stuff. Like I just had that like
Body Double. I should see that.
Oh, Brian De Palma, yeah, it's good, man.
I do like Brian De Palma.
That's
Mike,
80s. Is 80s. Like that's more 80s than this movie thinks it's 80s. That was the only thing I would say. That's my only gripe. They kept on like everyone saying it's style, it's 80s style. I'm like, not really getting it. It just seems like what people. It didn't really feel like authentic 80s personally.
Yeah. Mike, what did you say?
Oh no, I was fucking with Joey. I was a little.
Oh, okay. Good job. Fucking but yeah, Maxxxine, great time. Great girl power film with a female protagonist that we all kind of enjoy. Space Cadet is up next. Amazon Prime Space Cadet, or whatever poster I got this from, which is a different language. Uma astronauta quasi parafiata. What does that mean? What language is that?
I don't know, man. I don't really know. I'm not a scientist here, man.
So I wanted to put a streaming movie on, and I was like, "What's new?" And I looked at this, and I went, "Yeah, I'll look at Emma Roberts for 2 hours. Why not? Emma Roberts is fine. She's cute. I'm sure it'll be fine." Oh, yeah. It's basically Legally Blonde, but
you read my notes, Tony.
What?
That's the same note I had. I had Legally Blonde in space.
By the way, I said that to myself as I was watching it, and I Googled it. Everyone is saying that. And then I assume they're all saying, but this one sucks. This is one of the worst films I've seen all year. And I was like,
yep.
And by the way, the bar was really, really low for this one. I'm like, direct to Amazon, Legally Blonde ripoff with astronauts. It'll be fine. This was a disaster. So just the story here. Emma Roberts, who cares what her character's name is? She's really smart, but 10 years ago, she was sad that her mom died. So instead of being smart in college, she decided to be a party girl, and now she wrestles alligators and helps her dad be a con man. But she still yearns to be smart. I mean, she is smart. She helps manatees or whatever, but she wants to be smart in a different way. And then she applies to be a space cadet for NASA. And then her dumb friend, whose character trait is that she's dumb and is pregnant, lies about her letter to NASA and says that she's a doctor and she has all these qualifications. And she then has to become an astronaut and hang out with other cadets who worked really hard to be there. Meanwhile, she's totally underqualified. Or is she underqualified? Because the movie keeps telling you that she's perfect and great. Logan, what did you think of Space Cadet? Did you get a chance to watch this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What did you think?
it's classic girl movie formula. You got the dumb best friend, like just like failure to launch. You got Zoe Deschanel, who's like a dumb drunk, and then you got the knocked up best friend that's dumb. And you got the heartthrob, which his name is Logan. For some reason, he doesn't know how to say his damn name because he's got a British accent, and apparently British people don't say Logan. It was like Lowen or something like that. He kept not pronouncing the G every single time he said his name. I was like, what? But yeah, I mean, this movie, and it's a lot of like, it's very similar to like other Emma Roberts movies that she's put out, like the Holiday Date or whatever that was a Netflix movie, I believe.
You know what I'm realizing now? I don't think I watch enough of her. I thought I liked Emma Roberts. But between this and Madam Web, I might have to start avoiding her movies. I don't know. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Like, this is one of those movies, like you said the joke about Legally Blonde. Yeah, it's like it's like you can say this is like the fourth Legally Blonde movie because there's been 3. I didn't know that until I looked it up. But I mean, it's got that like House Bunny vibes, that same kind of movie, and I just don't feel like those movies just don't do well anymore. Mm-hmm. To be honest, this movie would have been like a probably instant classic if it came out in the 80s. Like it would have been like, I mean, think about like Teen Witch, not really good movie, but people love that movie and they always like to joke around about the dancing scene. This would have been something like that, like Space Camp or something like that. You know what I mean? It's the fact that it just comes out in an era where like this has it's ran its course. My wife would have loved it. I'll tell you that for sure. Becca, I actually sent her a message while I was watching. I was like, I found the next movie you're going to want to watch. I was like, she likes her, and she likes. There is a market for this. Like I bet Casey likes this movie.
You know, it's funny. Casey said she wanted to see it because she loves Legally Blonde. I was like, don't watch it.
Yeah,
don't
Casey would love
it. Did you love it, Joey C?
You know, Tony, throughout this wonderful movie, with my 100 Hot Pockets in front of me, I thought to myself, this.
How are you thinner than me, you dumb asshole? God, by the way, can we just say, no, put your arm down, Can we take a moment to say, everyone on Twitter, go follow Did Joey C have fruit today?
Come on.
And the Grimace account. And my favorite one is Joey C's dad's lawnmower.
Come
follow
on.
all those accounts.
Don't give them attention.
So what did you say? You were stuffing your face with Hot Pockets.
Yeah, and I thought, this has to get better, right? But it just kept getting worse and worse. And listen, I'm going to go into some spoilers here. I know.
Oh, how dare you?
About that. Yeah, I'm just going to say, this movie is so fucking unrealistic, okay? Now, listen, I'm not a lawyer, okay? But she has 1 count of reckless endangerment, right? She flew that plane that she wasn't even fucking trained for, right? She committed fraud, and then her friend committed multiple instances of fraud. And there's no chance Rex would be allowed in space. She'd be sent to jail.
Yeah.
This movie is a fucking sham.
But she saves the day with a bedazzler.
God, I hate this movie, Tony. I hate this fucking movie. I'm going to practice law just because of this movie.
You hated it, but I'm sure Mike loved it, right?
Oh, I absolutely love this movie. It was the best movie I've seen all year.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Did you actually watch it?
I watched it last night.
Oh, and you really liked it.
Night for you guys. It was dumb. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be based on the poster.
By the way, so I like to make fun of those anti-woke grifters who complain about feminism and whatnot. Guys, you missed one. This is the movie you guys are always complaining about because she's not allowed to have any flaws. Her flaws are that she's too smart and isn't being smart the right way. And then NASA's like, she's not qualified. And this lady's like, but she helped manatees. That's what Mars needs. I'm like, what? I can't think of anything Mars needs less than manatee safety. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And when it comes to science, it's just like shit that you would see in the old Facebook group. I fucking love science. Like, it's not real science. Like, she's pulling out the Stardust thing, and we're all made of Stardust. Like, oh my God, this feels like a movie that would have been made like 13 years ago.
It probably was developed.
They wrote the script 13 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
But it's a funny premise. Someone who lies to get into NASA and now has to fake it until they make it. It works, but the problem is that she's also a really smart scientist. I'm like, well, then that's not funny because now she's smart, but just kind of an asshole. Like, Biodome is funny because they were idiots and they didn't know what they were doing. This is not very funny. But I will say, what's his face from Kids of the Hall was in it. That's not the sign of quality, but he was in it. He was in it.
It's something, I guess.
Yeah. I hated this movie. You would think Madam West would be the Madam West. I mixed Madam Web with Adam West. I merged the two. Someone make Adam West into Madam Web now. You would think Madam Web would be the worst movie she had this year, but she one-upped herself. Just a miserable time, but I'm sure the only female on the panel right now who watched it has something to say, and she's not there.
Earth to Johanna. You're going to space, even though you committed multiple instances of fraud and reckless endangerment.
Let me text her and say we ready. She was just there a second ago.
I hate this movie so much.
It was so bad.
You know how you made me watch that Woody Woodpecker thing? This is way worse.
This was way worse than Woody Woodpecker. Worse. Actually, no, Woody Woodpecker was really rough to get through.
See, my worst is Power Rangers.
I mean, Emma Roberts is cute. None of the other girls were, but Emma Roberts is cute. I was digging that, but I mean, not enough to. I'll never watch the movie again.
It had to be like almost 2 hours too.
It felt long.
Felt like that, yeah.
It was not a long movie. It felt very, very long. And it should not have felt that long. By the way, Joey, I just saw the fucking text you sent me earlier going, cutting it real close there, buddy.
Yeah, because it was fucking 7:58 and you weren't there.
Asshole.
I'm sitting here fucking baking in this Grimace outfit.
Who told you to put the Grimace outfit on? Johanna said that she'll be right here. I got to get her opinions on Space Cadet. Yeah. As a proud woman, I know that she watched this movie
and loved it.
Well, the funny thing is, I looked up the director, and she actually was executive producer on The Sinner, which that's like a really good show. At least the first season's like amazing. But
okay, I didn't see it. I saw that she directed that Lifeguard movie where Kristen Bell is naked. I've only seen a couple scenes of that movie. But yeah, nothing else in her catalog really grabbed me. The Space Cadet was the first chance I gave her, and I'm not looking forward to giving her many more chances. Okay, well, while we wait for Johanna, let's do some super chats before we get into our last two phones.
Robot Tony is back.
Yes,
what was that?
You're back. Robot Tony. Hello. How are you? Need some oil?
Am I still a robot?
No, you're good.
Nope, you're good now.
What the hell? Jesus Christ. Let's get some of these super chats out of the way. Holy shit, we got a bunch. Okay. Psycho Jet Black, would you guys drink at Tony McDonald Shake?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Would you do that, Logan?
A Tony McDonald Shake?
Yeah.
It depends on what it is. What are we talking about? What would your Tony McDonald Shake be?
I have no idea. No, it's at Tony McDonald Shake.
So at Tony McDonald's. Okay, sure.
What about you, Mike?
Sure. Why not? My girlfriend already says during her competition.
Johanna, would you drink at Tony McDonald Shake?
No.
Johanna, I had another question for you. I know you were a little
late. Fuck that movie. I'm not watching it.
God damn. It really is. Women are strong and stunning and brave and have no flaws. Other than they're not perfect the right way.
Okay.
Psycho Jet Black again for $5. Joey C, is it true that you secretly filmed Tony through his bedroom window when he through my bedroom window when I'm showering and when he sleeps at night? Is it true that he sleeps nude?
It is.
Why are you peeking at me through my bedroom window while I'm showering? You can't see me in the shower from my bedroom window. Do you do that, Joey?
I have a mirror set up. Don't move that mirror next to your door. It's set up perfectly, man. Nobody move it.
Psycho Jet Black again for $2. You know, Psycho Jet Black, some of your super chats are a little weird, but I always appreciate the money you give me, and I think you're a great guy. Tony doesn't have a big head. He has a fat head. All right, Psycho Jet Black, I fucking hate you. Unsubscribe. But you know who's really great? Aussie Dragon. And for $2, he's going to bring things back around. He's a good fan. Tony's head's not big. The world is just small. Aussie Dragon, unsubscribe. By the way, I did one of those Instagram not going to lie things where you can ask me questions anonymously. And one guy is just not asking questions. He's just making big head jokes. It says,
amazing.
He's like, ask me anything. He's like, jokes will never go over your head because your head's too big. I'm like, that's not the question. I'm kidding. Don't unsubscribe. Please stay subscribed. You can make fun of my head as long as you're paying for it. Oh god damn it! I forgot to send the Patreon stream link.
Amazing.
Every time.
3,000.
Every time.
Usually I pick up. Usually I don't need a super chat to remind me, but thank you so much. I'm going to do that.
I'm gonna start reminding you now.
You really should, instead of mocking me for
I would
being
never mock
kind
you.
of late.
I'm admiring you from afar out of your bedroom window.
Watching me in the shower through my bedroom window.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
What else is he going to watch you, Tony?
Link. I'm posting this
It's
on
true.
Patreon. Link to join tonight's stream. Oh God. I'm very prepared. I'm very, very prepared.
We
Okay.
expect nothing less.
Aussie Dragon again. In an alien invasion, Tony will bravely throw all other living creatures toward the aliens to escape. You know, to preserve the human race through him. I'm not trying to preserve the human race. I'm just saving my own ass. I don't care if the human race survives. I just want to live. Rob K for $10. Joey C, put on the Grimace costume and tell Tony how much you admire his biceps. Joanna, did you see this earlier?
No, I did not.
Hang
Someone bought this for Joey.
Someone sent me a Grimace outfit.
Hold on. I wanna let me full screen.
That
you.
is terrifying.
Oh, that's nice.
Hold on. How do I full screen you? Oh no, not me.
Tony, your biceps are very big and manly, and I just want to wrap my arms around them, and then you'll get another round of my shakes. It's fantastic. Wonderful. Beautiful.
That was horrifying. I never want to see that again. Take that off right now. I
can't sip my water through it. Oh, I can.
That was Rob K for $10. Ryan Powell for $10. I know what you said about me, Tony. You badmouthed me to the execs at NBC. Put the kibosh on my deal. Now I'm going to put the kibosh on you. You know I've kiboshed before, and I will kibosh again. That's Crazy Joe Davola from Seinfeld. That's a Seinfeld reference. I don't know why he decided to do a Seinfeld reference and pay $10 for it, but I appreciate it. Matt Florent says Space Cat would not last in A Quiet Place Day 1. No,
it's very true.
Johanna, as the person who's had the most experience with Space Cat, if aliens attracted to loud noises,
she'd be the first one to go.
you wouldn't even make an effort to save her.
No.
Yeah, okay. Normally you'd be like, how dare you? But yeah, in this case, it's like, no, that's a liability.
She's gonna get me killed.
Oh man. Kiryu Pilot 379. Can't wait for the Deadpool and Wolverine review. That is next week. Johanna, you're not invited because that's Boys Month. I got a good Boys Month announcement coming up at the end of the show. You guys are gonna love it. Aussie Dragoon.
I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna post it on Twitter right now.
Aussie Dragoon. I called him Dragon earlier. The new hit animated film Mars Needs Manatees. Yes. Apparently manatee safety was the most important thing to NASA when it comes to Mars. AJ Wizzle for $4.99. Tony, with your fame on par with the Haktua girl, what movie thang would you spit on?
My God.
I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that. Marky Mark's Thang from Dirty Dancing. How about that? Not Dirty Dancing. No, Boogie Nights. Why did I say
Boogie Nights.
Boogie
Fear.
Nights. No, because that was his real dick in Fear. And Boogie Nights, it was a fake long rubber. And then there's Fior for $2. Johanna, I love you. Okay. Let's take that off the screen. Yeah, let's get into our last two films.
Oh, I'm taking this off. It's so hot.
Let me in now, and it can be nice.
Oh, I forgot to include that in the slide.
Go now. Oh, you didn't do it
with the Jeffree Star's makeup. Okay.
Oh,
so Longlegs, directed by the creepy guy from Legally Blonde, who we mentioned earlier. Now, Osgood
nepotism,
Perkins,
baby.
Yeah, okay. I might. That might be a joke for you, but it might be real for me. His father is Anthony Perkins from Psycho, which me and Crystal reviewed a long time ago. So I heard about this movie coming out, and it was getting good buzz, and I went, yeah, sure, I'll look at Micah Monroe for 2 hours. Yeah, and people were saying it was like a great film. Micah Monroe is usually in good films, not this one, but most of the time she's in good films, and I enjoy them. It's got a good cast. You got Nicolas Cage. You got Alicia Witt there from Twin Peaks. She was in Twin Peaks. She was the creepy girl from Dune, who they decided not to do in the new movies, which I thought was bizarre. And also Sabrina the Teenage Witch shows up for one scene and dies. Then I got less excited when I found out he directed I'm the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, a movie I watched on Netflix. It took me like 2 viewings to get through. It was confusing and weird, but not in like a fun, trippy way, just kind of like a annoying way. So I got a little less excited for that. But anyway, Longlegs is a movie about a girl with some kind of psychic ability that helps her find serial killers. She finds one early on in the film, and they put her on the Longlegs case. Now, Longlegs is a killer who technically doesn't kill people. Somehow he manipulates fathers into killing their families. And he's played by Nicolas Cage. Yeah, so it's a big mystery. It has a supernatural element. The devil is there. And yeah, Nicolas Cage is great in it. Joey C., how did you feel about this film?
Well, I didn't really know what this movie was. Never saw any trailers for it or anything. And you made so many jokes about like spiders or something to me that I thought it was about a spider. And then I found out Nicolas Cage was that person. And
he was broken Matt Hardy mixed with Tiny Tim.
You didn't incorporate the Anaconda picture?
Oh, I forgot. He does look like he does look like the half-digested John Voight from Anaconda. But anyway, keep going, Joey.
So surprisingly, I'm a very big Tiny Tim fan. For those of you that don't know, I fucking love Tiny Tim. He's one of my top artists on Spotify ever. And the entire movie, that's literally exactly how Tiny Tim acts.
Wait, so have you seen Blood Harvest?
Yes. Very fucking good.
Okay.
So,
well, I wouldn't say that, but anyway, keep going.
It's a classic, as you said.
Oh my God.
I can't lie. This movie turned me Catholic for about 3.5 days. It really fucking scared me to the point where because when I watched The First Omen, I put a rosary in my pocket for a couple of days. I did it again for this movie.
You ain't gonna get me, Satan.
Now, I wasn't scared necessarily, but I was just very confused and I felt uneasy. And I was a little confused in the end with like the doll thing and the mist and everything. And then I had to look it up later. That was a bit confusing. Maybe I had too many magical brownies, but
why do you keep eating?
Me too.
Oh my God!
I also saw this magically.
This was not the movie, man, to watch it on that. I was very scared, and I don't think I liked it, Tony.
Okay, well maybe Mike liked it. Mike, did you see it? Okay, well maybe Johanna liked it. Johanna, what did you think?
I actually did like it. It felt like Silence of the Lambs and like Hereditary, like mushed together.
Okay.
That's a good comparison.
Tell your story.
Yeah, I didn't expect to, I don't know, laugh for like the first 10 minutes in the beginning of the movie because someone decided to just let out the most diabolical fart. It's like right before, you don't see Nick Cage right away. You just get that kind of like half shot of him. So it's like that part where that thing happens and all you just hear, and me and Ian were cracking up. And like, it's one of those where like we're next to each other, but like I can feel him shaking from laughing. So the more he was laughing, the more I was laughing. So I had to like move myself away from him at one point because like we were about to ruin this whole movie for everyone.
That guy ruined the movie. Fuck it.
He really did, but
that's the best thing that could have happened during that movie.
I was crying. Oh my God. It was just you feel the shake and it's just like, stop.
I forgot to mention, so Johanna, you know that I like to chew ice when I drink. I made the mistake of doing that in Quiet Place Day 1 for like the first 30 minutes without realizing. And then it occurred to me, I'm like, oh, this is a really quiet movie when the monsters aren't screaming. I should probably stop chewing ice.
Just sounds like eating a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah.
If you've ever been I used to work in an office, and the girl next to me used to eat ice all the time. I swear to God, I thought it was Cheetos, and then I found out like it was just ice. I'm like, she's been eating a bag of Cheetos for 30 fucking minutes. I swear to God, is that bag gone by now? I
eat ice. Logan, did you see Longlegs? What did you think?
Yeah. So I really did like it. I like. I did do the same thing. I try to stay away from the trailers because I just get tired. Like once I saw Nick Cage, I was like, I didn't want to, and I didn't see anything look like him. I was like, okay, obviously he must be the killer, and they're trying to like hide him somewhat. And they didn't really show this character Longlegs too much in the trailer. First, like little hand thingy. But I really liked it. I don't. It was creepy. The story was cool. When they brought in the supernatural aspect, because when they already start off with the whole like psychic, I'm like, okay, so this is a little bit of a different world, kind of like. And then when they brought in the devil and the doll stuff, I was like, okay, that's fucking cool. Like I like that stuff.
They did a Haunting of Hill House. They hid the devil throughout the film. Sometimes it's real obvious, and other times you have to like really look for him. I didn't know they were gonna do that. I forget there was a scene early on, like they make a point to show him early on. But then there was a scene where I noticed him in the background, and then I just kept scanning all the backgrounds of the scenes, especially scenes where it takes Micah Monroe 5 hours to finish a sentence. I was just looking in the background.
Yeah.
What scene was he in the background for?
There's a handful.
He's in the door when they get to the house at the end.
Sometimes he's like outside of a window. Sometimes he'll be in like in another room. There's probably like by now there's probably like a thread or something.
There is. There's an article somewhere.
Look, I didn't even realize that.
Here's the best thing I could say about this movie. It's better than that other movie I saw him direct. I'm gonna watch The Black Coat's Daughter, and if I also don't enjoy that, I'm just gonna call it nepotism. I couldn't get into this film, and I thought it would be up my alley, like you said with Silence of the Lambs. It's got FBI stuff right now. Like a Millennium. I got a Millennium vibe from it. Again, I'm the only person who remembers the show Millennium because they refuse to stream it anywhere. If you want to see FBI crime drama with demonic stuff, just watch Millennium. I just couldn't get into it. By the way, it was very predictable. There's like a scene midway through the film where I just called everything. Okay, I didn't call demon balls and dolls. That threw me off. But I called everything else. I'm like, oh, she's in on it. He's down there. That's the girl from the thing. And then I'm just like waiting for it to happen. Silence of the Lambs, I like Clarice Starling. And I really like Micah Monroe, but her character was just did nothing for me in this. And I get the supernatural aspect. I'm like, oh, why is she making so many bad decisions? Is it because a demon ball is making her do those decisions? But at some point she's freed from it, and then she makes even worse decisions. Like the whole finale, she just lets that shit happen.
Why didn't she shoot the fucking doll?
What is she doing?
The entire time I'm like, shoot the doll. Shoot the fucking doll.
So I appreciate him, the director, trying to explain what's going on, because if you see I'm the pretty thing that lives in the house, you're like, what the fuck was that? I don't care to find out. There were a lot of negative reviews for that. So I think he's like, maybe this time I'll explain it. But now I'm like, Where did the demon balls come from? Why does his face look like that? I have other questions. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it again. It just did very little for me, other than Nicolas Cage's performance.
I think they explained his face, though.
Huh?
I think they explained his face, though. Or maybe it was something I read on Reddit. I can't remember. But it said something like he's trying to impress the devil with his looks. That's why he keeps going through like plastic surgery procedures or something like that.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh, was it planned? I thought he had like
I don't know.
What's that thing the actor Robert Zadar had? Was it cherubism? Yeah, there's that cherubism where your face gets real big. There was that actor Robert Zadar. They would cast him as a bad guy in a bunch of action films because his face was really big. I thought that's what he had. I don't know. I tried. What did you guys like about it? The people who did like it, like specifically, Joe.
I like the story. I will say though, I do have one gripe.
Okay.
And I mean, and it's like I say, when I say it's a gripe, it's not like me. I'm like mad about it, but I was like, the one thing that kind of took me out of the movie is like, can we just have normal people with normal freaking conversations? I mean, nothing I like. Like, yes, you can be artsy, but can we just have a normal freaking conversation without someone just staring at a little girl and saying a word every 5 seconds?
Or if it's a weird conversation, make it entertaining. David Lynch is the king of that. Just weird, entertaining, weird conversations.
Yeah, that's my only, to be honest, like I liked a lot of the stuff. And Nicolas Cage, I think, did a great job. And the only part that I wish he wouldn't have done is he has a very unique scream. Him screaming in the car. I'm like, oh, Nick, you did it. Now I know it's you. Like, I know that. I was like, why'd you do that? You had me through the entire movie, but then you do that, and I know it's you. I wish he wouldn't have done that.
It was weird. He said he'll never play a serial killer again. He doesn't like playing bad guys. And I'm just like, you were in Face Off. You were like the most bad guy. Well, I know half of the film he's a good guy, but I'm just like, you played bad guys before. Why are you being weird about it now? Johanna, why are women loving this? Why are women loving this movie so much?
Girl power and the devil.
That's it, girl power and the devil?
Yeah.
So if the devil was in Space Cadet, you would have liked it?
Yes.
Satan sent them to the moon. That's how they got there.
I don't know. Am I
Mars?
Am I wrong on this? Am I the weird one for not loving this? Am I weird for this?
I mean, I thought I was gonna like it a lot more than I did.
Okay.
Like, all the trailers and like the advertisements with like her heart beating fast, whatever. I don't know if you saw that. It's like the first time she sees Nicolas Cage in his makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And her heart's like beating super fast and blah, blah, blah. I was like, ooh, is this going to be scary? And I did. Thanks.
There he is. Tiny Tim, the legend.
But it wasn't that for me. And some people are scared apparently, but I'm like, of what?
Yeah,
I guess the devil stuff. Like,
I didn't find it scary.
It's got an unsettling tone. It's very creepy. The music's really good. It's shot very nice.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a sense of dread. It's just like the payoffs are so weak or non-existent. And like I said, the character is making really dumb decisions. And then there's a reason for it, but then she keeps making dumb decisions when she frees herself. And I'm like,
yeah,
why would you do this right now? This is a bad idea.
And also,
but yeah, I like this
stuff. I don't really feel like that played anything in the movie besides the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it really didn't.
I mean, really,
other
if
than
you think about it,
I guess she was a little psychic, but like her connection to the case has to do with her past, not so much the psychic stuff. I did like that it was the 90s. I don't know if you could tell by it was the 90s by the Bill Clinton picture they kept showing every 5 seconds. But yeah, it was the 90s. But I'd say check it out when it hits streaming. Don't run to theaters. The people saying it's the greatest thing ever, I don't understand.
Nah.
And I will watch the director's other film, Blackcoat's Daughter. If that's bad, I'm done. I'm done with Osgood Perkins. But yeah, now movie that was really great, Twisters, baby. Did everyone see Twisters?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Twister. I didn't know what to think of this film going into it. But it is a great time. Now it starts Anthony Ramos. He was in the new Transformers movie. He was in one of the Godzilla movies. Daisy Edgar Jones from I Don't Know. I've never seen her in anything.
What was that movie with Sebastian Stan or whatever you say his name?
Oh, Flesh?
Something like that, or Fresh or something.
Yeah, where they're cannibals.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
You should watch it. It's good.
I will.
I think it's on Hulu.
I will.
Yeah,
I actually enjoyed her character in this, but I really enjoyed my twin, Glenn Powell. I never, they say representation matters. And it's good to see yourself represented on screen. And I've never experienced that more than watching Glenn Powell in this film. Now, by the way, Sabrina the Teenage Witch shows up for a second and dies. I forgot that was a joke.
A lot of people die in this one.
But specifically, she also did the same thing in Longlegs. She shows up for a second and then dies.
And dies, yep.
Now, look, Glenn Powell is a very handsome YouTuber with great hair in this character, in this movie.
Yep.
Why did you choose that picture to talk about your hair?
Because it's the most recent one. He sells shirts with his face on them. Okay. His ass looks really good in jeans, just like me. And I mean, guys, come on. We were both in The Dark Knight Rises.
That's right.
This is my boy, Glenn Powell. We're basically the same person. That's why I'm wearing this cowboy hat, because he wears a cowboy hat in the movie, and I am now Glenn Powell. We're the same person. Look at us.
Yeah, can we go back to that picture with you with the hair?
What did you say? You wanted to see my butt again? Johanna, you're a married woman. Stop staring at me.
I'm allowed to look.
Why? You think this hair is bad for my upcoming...
Your hair's thinning there.
What?
Johanna, hey,
Johanna, why would you call from your
we
car?
Don't go there.
You must be driving through a tunnel.
Come on.
I don't know what Johanna's talking about.
We must be a tornado out there.
We have beautiful hair. Yeah, Johanna, is there a... she's
back. In now.
I'm definitely not thinning either. I don't wear a hat every single day for that reason.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Split image.
Same person.
Split image? It's spit image.
Johanna, Johanna, what's that? A tornado? Oh no!
You gotta get her Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna drive to your house. You keep your shit up.
Johanna, I don't like that you're on the show again. I hid you in that Godzilla podcast that you got kicked off YouTube for your political beliefs. That's actually a nice shirt. And now you're back. You're shitting on me. You're saying I don't look like Glenn Powell. I mean, look. That's basically the same ass.
That ass don't lie.
Yeah.
That ass does not lie.
Oh, shit.
You got me there.
Hold on. Are we still on Twitch? I got kicked off Twitch for sexual content, and this definitely counts. I'm just making sure we're still on Twitch. Let me do a poll real quick on YouTube.
Jesus Christ.
Am I literally Glenn Powell? I'm going to make that the poll.
You are.
Well, I'm glad you agree. Am I literally Glenn Powell? Question mark. Okay. So Twisters. It takes place.
No, close the poll.
Shut up. No. It takes place 20-something years after the first Twister, although really nothing from the first film is referenced other than the Dorothy machine, which realistically in this universe they would still be using. There's another crazy tornado outbreak. This science lady, her and her team were trying to figure out a way to stop a tornado using some kind of absorbent. It didn't go well, and everyone died except for Anthony Ramos. Years later, he gets her to sign up for his preppy high-tech tornado crew, and one of them is the new Superman. As I'm watching the film, like, oh, that's the new Superman. And he made him an asshole in this. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have put a movie out where he's a real asshole right before he plays Superman, but whatever. And I like that this is like the inverse of the first one, where the high-tech team were the bad guys and the ragtag group were the good guys. But this way it frames it that these are the good guys, and these asshole YouTubers starring Ant-Man 3 Girl, who I'm sure has been in other things, are the bad guys. But then it's a twist because it's the other way around, because they're actually working to help the people, and the high-tech people are running some kind of land scheme. I don't know. They try to kill a tornado at the end, and then it turns into fire. I thought this movie was a great time. I really, really enjoyed it. Joey C., what did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Have you seen the original Joey
yes,
C?
Yes,
okay, good.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I did find out that my theater delivers chicken tenders to your seat when you order it. So this fucking movie could have been terrible. I didn't even give a shit. I was wearing your shirt though. And I had to explain to the lady what the shirt meant. And then there was that scene in the movie when she was like, only guys with like shirts with their own faces on it or like douchebags or whatever. And I looked down, I'm like, oh my God, I'm wearing Tony's shirt right now.
I kept forgetting to edit me into the trailer. I kept meaning to edit me into the trailer of that movie.
I did like how like the romance wasn't fulfilled at the end of the movie, but that also disappoints me because I was waiting for them to kiss, but they didn't. But then I was also happy about it, so I'm not sure how I fall on that.
That's a bummer.
I thought there was a lot of awesome action, and the sound design was fucking amazing. This movie was a fucking blast to watch, and I will forever be haunted by that Luke Combs song. I fucking hate country, everything country. So when they went to the rodeo, I was like, what the fuck is this country?
Every 5 minutes was a new country song,
Jesus.
which I told Prison Mike about, and he's like, all right, I'm in. Like that sold him on
so
the movie.
Bad.
I don't even know if he likes the original Twister. I'm like, oh, it was this, and there's like a what you call it, a country song every 5 minutes. He's like, all right, I'm on
yeah,
board.
I was like, this is fucking bullshit, man.
Mike, what did you think?
It was fun. It was basically the first movie. I mean,
yeah,
they're
doing a different thing in the tornado, but it's kind of hitting the beats and mixing up a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fun. They didn't kill my boy Anthony Ramos. That's why I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, to kill the Puerto Rican, we're out.
Come on.
So you know. But to go what Joey said, wearing your shirts. What I've started doing every time I go to the movies, just to piss her off, I will wear your shirt. So that's awesome. Why I should say that message to the other.
I will say I am liking Anthony Ramos. I saw he was really good in the last 30 minutes of In the Heights that I saw.
In the Heights.
So at my old gym, The Edge, they used to have a movie theater in there. And it said that it was playing the movie Click, Click, Boom, starring Andrew Garfield.
Oh, Tick, Tick, Boom.
Tick, Tick, Boom. But they clearly fucked up and put In the Heights instead. So I'm like on the treadmill watching this movie, and I'm like, wow, a lot of Hispanic people in this film. Where's Andrew Garfield? I spent the whole time wondering where Andrew Garfield was. And instead, I just watched the last half hour of In the Heights. I'm like, this is a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
And he was, I should watch the beginning of the movie to see if it's just as good. But yeah, no, he's been really impressing me lately. He did a good job in this. Logan, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't like when it first came out, I didn't really think, I was like, do we really need a sequel to Twister? And I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was enjoyable. I don't know. The whole time I watched this, I'm like, I gotta rewatch Twister. That's all I could think when I watched the movie. So like, I just like kept on thinking like, yeah, I'm watching to it. Like to the point where like, I kind of want to review Twister on our channel.
Wait, Logan, are you going to rewatch Twister with the Twister commentary track by Hack the Movies featuring me and Kaylee?
The only way to watch it.
That's the only way to watch it, I believe. Johanna, so instead of, I assume you're in the theater and every time Glenn Powell was on, you're like, is that Tony? But what else did you think of this film?
So did anybody else think that Helen Hunt was going to be the mom? Because they were definitely setting up for that, and they didn't just bring her back.
Yeah.
Right? Because she wouldn't say her last name. She was like hiding. Like they never showed the mom.
I liked that. By the way, this director, I don't know why they picked this director. I'm looking at his IMDb and it's all like indie dramas and one episode of Mandalorian, but the season everyone hated. So when I saw that they picked him for this, I'm like, oh, well, this is probably going to suck. This guy knocked it out of the park. I was shocked. I was like, oh, this movie's actually really good and really fun. But yeah, it avoids a lot of the legacy sequel stuff. There's not constant callbacks other than Dorothy, which makes sense in this universe.
I am upset though.
Yeah.
I do think they should have kissed, and apparently they did film a kiss, and Steven Spielberg said no. I think he's fucking wrong. They had great chemistry. I was just waiting for it. I'm like, ooh, they're going to smooch. And then it never happened, and I was like,
yeah, I know.
Johanna, are you saying the guy who produced a movie with 100-year-old Indiana Jones makes bad decisions?
100%.
Okay. Okay,
Fight me,
so
Steven.
it hits the story beats from the original, but they're not constantly like doing like callbacks to specific things. Like you said with the mom, like normally you would assume that be Helen Hunt, and she'd be like, I also went through a similar thing years ago. Or when I was waiting for someone to be like, and there's my dad, CGI Bill Paxton. Like I was waiting for that. Then they're talking about like what got them into Twisters, like what got them into chasing tornadoes. And I'm like, okay, the girl's gonna be like, an F5 almost destroyed my house, and there were 2 tornado chasers who hung onto a pipe, and they inspired me. I was waiting for that, or I was waiting for Glenn Powell to be like, a tornado killed my favorite cow, and it would like flash back to the cow.
Favorite cow.
They kept cutting to cows, making you think they were gonna redo the cow bit. And then they never did. Instead, they killed a bunch of chickens. I actually enjoyed that it was like, hey, this is just another movie that takes place in this universe. I'm like, oh, that's kind of what a lot of these movies should be. I don't know why they feel the need to keep reminding you of specific things that happen and dig up these dinosaur actors. It was just a good time. And also, was anyone shocked that they didn't blame the tornadoes on global warming or climate change once? I was waiting for it. I was like, okay. And I wouldn't even been mad about it. I'm like, all right, if you're going to pick one movie to do that. Instead, the Predator 2018 movie worked climate change into its plot, which I still can't believe. No, it was just a good, solid time. I don't think okay. One negative, it's not as fast paced as the original. Can everyone agree on that?
Yeah.
Like Jean de Bont, who was an action director and cinematographer, like he made a point, and actually my friend Cecil did a great video recently on like the history of Twister, but he made a point to like have the scenes like moving. If characters were talking, they were moving, or they were in cars. A lot of this movie, they like stopped to have conversations. Like, okay, can we speed this up just a little bit? Can we make this a little bit more exciting? But yeah, overall, a good time. What did you think, Joey C, overall?
Well, I wasn't afraid of tornadoes before, and I wouldn't have normally been after. But then like a day after I saw this movie, a tornado touched down like 25 minutes from my house. Yeah. And that fear has never been realized until now. So now I'm afraid. Not cool. Apparently, Tornado Alley shifted up north is what the 40-year-old woman next to me was telling her husband, and I was listening in. And she's like, honey, the Tornado Alley has shifted northwest this year. And I was like, really? Wow, that's fucking crazy. Oh my God, that's where we are. What do you mean? I'm scared.
You got to find a pipe. I did appreciate that they found a different set of pipes to grab onto in this film. Okay, maybe that is the one little callback that I thought was ridiculous. Like, really? Yep. Pipes again? Mike, what did you think of Anthony Ramos helping save the world?
Puerto Rican got the job done. All that matters.
Actually, a white woman did, but he helped. We helped.
We did our job. We helped.
What did you think about him?
Our job.
What did you think about him leaving that white guy to just die in a field? We never find out if he died or not.
Get out of here, Whitey. Come out.
That's how he becomes Superman.
That's how he's like, wait, I can fly.
Pa can't adopted him, fed him up.
Logan, anything you really liked or didn't like from this? Last thoughts?
I like that you were in the movie. I thought that was pretty good.
I do think again, if you disagree, I mean, come on, there it is. Greta, why do you keep closing your eyes? Joanna, what was your favorite part of Glenn Powell's butt?
I didn't look at him at all in this movie.
Why not?
Because Daisy's hot.
Come on, hotter than Glenn Powell.
I don't think he's attractive at all.
That's shocking. He's a pretty man.
Wow, that tornado, it got her. You don't know what it's like to see it miss Logan's house and Mike's house and come right for Joanna.
Directions to Tony's house.
No. Okay. Well, here's the one really big issue I have. I don't have a picture of the car. So he has a car that drills into the ground.
Yep.
Much like the leather straps in the original Twister. I'm like, okay, maybe this will help you survive from the wind, but there is shit flying around in tornadoes. Something's going to hit that car, a plank of wood, a rock, a cow, something is going to hit that car, and nothing ever hits the car. I'm like, how is it so protected?
I just realized his car's in the tornado in this picture.
That doesn't make sense.
That's his truck.
Oh wait, and so is the tornado stopping flatbed device. And also the tornado's on fire, even though it's not. What a bad poster.
Also, they're not even looking at the tornado.
Yeah, what are they looking at?
No, there's two, because look in the rearview mirror. You can see the other twisters.
Yeah,
So
there's tornado on the left.
Twisters.
Oh, shit. That was good.
Man, you're good, Johanna.
That's what we need to do around here.
It's called being a woman.
That's what we need to do here.
I will say the best thing they did was they made sure to call it Twisters, even though the first movie has a bunch of twisters, and that technically should have been called Twisters. But anyway, yeah, great time. It didn't. I mean, how much can you fuck with the Twister lore? It's just tornadoes.
In
now
other
they have.
countries, it's called tornado.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this one was called Tornadoes.
That's funny. There actually was another movie called Twister that was like a comedy. Oh, fuck the end of this movie when Paul Scheer shows up for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was some bullshit.
Paul Scheer used to be really, really funny. His podcast was great. And then like 2014, 2015-ish, all those guys just started sucking. And I literally cannot listen to How Did This Get Made anymore. And by the way, they hid all their good episodes behind paywalls. And I remember the jokes they used to make on those episodes. Like, oh, you don't want those out there for free.
He was great on The League, and I can't even watch that anymore.
I used to love The League. Ended at the perfect time. Mm-hmm. If it went one season later, it would have been garbage. But yeah, I didn't appreciate seeing his face at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say check it out. It's got nothing really annoying in it. I mean, it's stupid, but it's a fucking sequel to Twister. It's
a lot more people die.
It's not like Twister was like a work of art, really. It was just a fun, dumb action movie.
I think releasing the week before Deadpool is kind of wasn't the smartest option because Deadpool.
No, I think it is. It's doing really well. I think it'll be fine because there's probably people who are burnt out on superhero films and they'll just want to see Twister instead. And I mean, come on.
Yep. That's it.
You know, seeing Tony's ass beat seeing Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman on the screen.
Exactly.
It's exactly what it is.
Let me check that poll. Am I literally Glenn Powell? 49% to oh, it's really, I'm looking at it. It's literally 50-50 now. Okay. So that was the movie review section. Let's get our one patron who's here. Speaking of Deadpool. Hello, Lucas Steve. How are you? Your mic is off. Your mic is still off.
I feel your pain on seeing through masks. I know.
Your mic is still okay. The poll is still literally 50-50.
Hello, everybody. I did the same thing. I did the same thing I did last week. last episode.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So look at Steve. What movies did you watch on the list?
Hold on 1 second.
Hang on, man's got to breathe.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. Yes.
I saw everything but Space Cadet, which sounds like it was a very smart decision on me.
Yeah.
And
Which one did you enjoy the most?
I didn't watch Quiet Place day one because I watched the first one and I'm like, I don't need any sequels to this.
I'd say check it out. As someone who thought the first one was just okay, I'm actually enjoying the sequel. So at least give 2 a shot. And if you don't like it, then you can jump off.
Maybe when it goes on streaming, I'll check it out.
Yeah. But yeah, what was your favorite movie on the list?
Controversially, I think it might have actually been Longlegs.
Really? Not even Twisters? I mean, look. Look at that.
I did really like Twisters. I was surprised. Like about like an hour and a half into it, I was like, holy shit, do I like this way more than I thought I did? Like, I don't really have much affinity for the first one. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm a huge Bill Paxton fan, I didn't watch it all the way through till like a week ago. And even when I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, that was good. But like I actually really like Twisters. But no, Longlegs and Maxxxine, I actually enjoyed a little bit more than Twisters.
I can see that. I think I enjoyed Maxxxine maybe more than Twisters. But yeah. I guess what was your least favorite? Did we already cover that? Hold on.
I guess it would be Twisters out of those three.
Why didn't you watch Space Cadet? That's what I want to know.
Because I saw that on the list and I was like, I'd rather watch all the X-Men movies instead of that.
Good choice.
So
Johanna, what movie on the list that you didn't watch or do you want to see the most? Quiet Place 1, Maxxxine, or Space Cadet?
Maxxxine.
You don't want to see Space Cadet?
No.
Why didn't you see Maxxxine?
I never had time.
That makes sense. But yeah, Lucas, Steve, thanks for coming on. You're the only patron on, so you can join us as we go through this. Now,
yay.
I will get to super chats, but I've got like a cool announcement. Boys Month 2. We gotta get through one Johanna episode. I'm sorry, we'll get through it, and then Friday next week, Boys Month 2 starts. And oh, buddy, I got something big planned. Hold on, how do I?
Yeah, me too.
You shut up. You have nothing planned.
Yeah,
let me
I do.
let me get this ready. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here it goes.
There we go. Everyone stop talking. Wait, what happened to the audio?
Ha ha.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. This comes to us from my good friend Zane Knight. I gave him this idea and he knocked it out of the park, and then I edited the video to go along with it. Here we go.
Bitches leave. Bitches leave. Bitches leave for Boys Month. Bitches leave. Boys Month 2. Bitches leave. Boys Month 2.
How awesome was that?
That's fucking
Yes!
That was great, right?
hard.
Fuck yeah, boys!
I'm here.
Month 2.
Johanna, it looks like you want to watch it again.
She does.
Yep, I agree. She does. Play it.
Bitches leave. Bitches leave. Bitches leave for Boys Month. Bitches leave. Boys Month 2. Bitches leave. Boys Month 2.
I do have to tell you that Ian's very upset that he was not included for Boys Month.
I will squeeze. You know what? I'll figure out a live episode I could squeeze in.
I will just say, I just realized all the movie clips are the movies you're reviewing.
Yes, I'm glad you bring that up.
I just realized that after the third viewing.
Why did the right speaker just go out on my headphone?
I
Hold
like
on.
the scene where I open my mouth and it syncs up with the fucking song.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So, the movies we're reviewing, Reservoir Dogs, and I'll be doing that with the ROTC boys. And then when me and Joey C shot this in April, we were like, well, we love Tenacious D. I'm sure they won't make national headlines for being controversial between now and then.
Yeah.
So now me and Joey C have to shoot an intro to the video. We literally shot it the same day we did The Crow. God damn it.
Long time in the
Wake up anytime soon or nothing.
I really like how Kyle Gass did one of the most rock star things ever, and then Jack Black immediately disassociated with him.
Yeah.
Whoa. He wants to be in Super Mario Brothers. So you better watch your mouth, Lucas Steve.
And Minecraft.
Johanna's going to be very upset. She did not like what Kyle Gass said. And then after that, I'm doing What is the Best John Wick with Gil from One Take. And then I might squeeze in a few other like live episodes like I'm doing with Deadpool. Oh God, Johanna, I just realized what you're doing. Other ear. The other ear.
I don't care.
Finally, at long last, I did a poll for this on Patreon years ago and I never got around to it. I had to find the right person for it. I will be doing the Spawn 1997 review. Now, famously, I reviewed it on Rental Reviews, but I did it with James and Justin, and they didn't really know much about Spawn outside of like the movie and a few things. So I found like a Spawn expert, and it's going to be a good time. I think we're all going to love Boys Month. Who's excited for Boys Month? Raise their hand. Oh, baby. Joanna, I notice you're not raising your hand for Boys Month. Joanna, you seem sad. Do you want to hear the song again?
Yes, she does.
I got it right here.
Bitches leave. Bitches leave. Bitches leaving for Boys Month. Bitches leave. Boys Month too. Bitches leave. Boys Month too.
I've been listening.
Fucking masterpiece.
Bitches leave. Leave.
I have it on my phone.
Where is it? Hold on.
Bitches leave.
That's my favorite part right there. Just the right side of the screen.
Yeah, that's why you're balding.
Oh!
Hey!
I look
Twister! Oh no! It's coming to get me!
I look just like Glenn Powell. Oh shit, it's 51%. No, I don't think we've ever had a poll this close before, ever. All right, let's get these super chats out of the way. I think we left off here. Kiryu Pilot 379. Tony and Joey should live stream Rock Band. Oh,
Got it right there. We absolutely should.
I like that you're using it as a table. Okay.
I didn't have any other thing, man.
Do you want me? I will go to a thrift store and get you a tiny table. They're not that hard to come by.
I'm gonna need it.
Okay. Aussie Dragoon, Girl Power and the Devil coming this fall to the CW.
By the way, I thought of a good idea for you.
Okay.
For Patreon, you should upload just an MP3 of the Bitches Leave song and have people able to download it and like make it their ringtone and such.
Well, I'd probably let Zane do that on his stuff. He's the guy who made the song.
Yeah, but you ordered it.
Yeah, but I'll throw Zane a bone.
Your month.
Yeah. Like Psycho Jet Black for $2. Tony wants to switch thickness of his hair and gut.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh
Real
my
quick, let me
fucking Tony. Don't read that again.
I'll read it. Tony wants to switch thickness of his hair and gut.
Stop it.
I would all go around reading it. Let's all get it.
No.
Someone
Okay.
else. Aw.
Okay. Psycho Jet Black. Tony's rear has the cushion for the push and hashtag envy.
Fuck yeah. You should see it in the shower, man, from his bedroom window.
I'm
It's
sorry, what,
fucking
Joey?
crazy. Oh, nothing. I was just checking the thing over there.
There we go.
There
we
is.
go.
It's so beautiful.
Strong agree.
Manly.
Strong agree. Tony gushes harder than a Yellowstone geyser. Hashtag envy. I saw that. What happened to Yellowstone? There was a geyser that was like bigger than usual or something.
Yeah, some type of explosion thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. We're all gonna die.
What? I won't, because I have Glenn Powell energy. Okay. Alexander for $5. Is that the critically acclaimed director of Mummy Cop, an award-winning actor who bestowed us with this great role in The Dark Knight Rises? Yes, that is me. That is me. Often
Very
confused for Glenn Powell. Aussie Dragoon. Apparently, the films this month have left official Joey C with a lot of new but very manly fears.
It's true. Very manly fears.
Joey, I don't like these fears that you're having. That doesn't come off as manly.
I just have to appeal to the females of the audience so they can come to me.
Joey?
You know.
I mean, Joey, I am proud of you. You've been put your arm down until my arm is better. You've been very manly recently. You obviously the Hustlers University membership has paid off. Good job.
Right. Thank you. I'm very manly. There's been no skirts on my Instagram.
Good. I saw you were hacked that one day. I'm glad you got it figured out.
Someone posted a photo of fishnets, and it wasn't me. It was somebody else. I got hacked. So.
Those ladies, they'll hack into your stuff and try to ruin things.
I know. It's true.
Alexander for $2. Did you guys watch Deadpool 3? 7 out of 10 for me. Well, it came out today, so no, I didn't see it yet. Psycho Jet Black for $2. Do any of you own a Helen Hunt Confederate jacket? That is from Trancers. In the first Trancers movie, a very young Helen Hunt is rocking a Confederate flag on the back of her jacket. Captain Potato for $10. A feeble, rambling old man who misses his dead son is teamed up with an unlikely, sassy woman who wants to take his job as the media turns on the old man. Not politics, just Indiana Jones. I assumed it was Indiana Jones 5, and as I'm reading it, I was like, wait, what? Hold on, that seems a little different.
That's gorgeous.
Psycho Jet Black for $2. Your thoughts on the studios making Scream 7? I mean, they couldn't not make it. I wish they didn't make some of the decisions they did so hastily. I feel bad. I feel bad for the one director who walked off, and I'm like, but I don't blame him. He signed up for a completely different movie. However, it's the writer of the original film directing, although me and Joey C watched his movie Sick, which was terrible, so I'm less excited for it, but we'll see. Nev Campbell's back. We'll see what they do. Psycho Jet Black for $2. Psycho Jet Black, do you just like wait till the end of the month and get a paycheck? Just spend it all on I appreciate it. Can't wait for Tony to come hard for Boys Month. I'm going to come that Boys Month pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I fucking agree. Oh my God. Hell yeah.
And then Alexander became a new YouTube member. I actually think Alexander ended up gifting a membership. Oh, he's gifting a shit ton of memberships in the chat. Thank you so much.
Let's see if I got one.
El Janio Lopez Orbardo was here.
Nice.
Mike, what does that mean?
Huh?
What does this mean?
Isn't it Obrador? What the hell did you just say?
Obrador.
Obadar? Like Obdar?
What does it mean?
What?
I don't know.
I'm
It's
consulting
a guy's
Google.
name.
It's his name. It's a dude's name. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a specific dude. I don't know what that is. All right, Dylan German. So happy to see all the constant new members. Yay. He's
Big
gifting
like.
them all over. Vincente Fox was here.
Nice.
Okay, I don't know who any of those people are.
The other guy was the president of Mexico or something. I don't know who this other guy is, though.
Really, I can't get 5 more votes yes before I close the poll, you dumb asshole.
Close the poll. Stop the count.
Okay. Joey C, where can I find you?
You can go to youtube.com/officialjoeyc for all your fun, goofy, manly needs, man. I'd love to have you there. We got some weird stuff on there, believe me. Weird stuff. You ever want to examine the quality of restaurants in the wonderful world of San Andreas and then get 20,000 views overnight? Sure, go watch it.
I feel bad. That's your biggest video in a while, and I forgot to watch it. I'll make sure to watch it.
It's okay. It's not anything special.
Mike, where can we find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at TheBeardedOutlaw37, I believe. I post a bunch of bullshit, a lot of stuff for you guys to promote the show a lot.
Nice.
But you weren't on the 300th episode, weren't you?
I wasn't. In all fairness, I'm used to the show starting later, and you start the show early.
Okay, real quick. Mike, can you believe it? 300 episodes.
Oh my God, you fucking did it. I'm so excited for you, brother.
Lucas Steve, I believe we can find you in our Discord that you get access to when you become a $5 patron. Am I right?
That is correct. I am there every day, talking about movies, making big head jokes, stuff like that.
Okay, Johanna, who just pulled an Ashton and typed really loud on her keyboard. Where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter. That's
X.
what Donald Trump said Twitter.
Oh, she is Donald.
It's true. Stuff like Hurts, and I'm either streaming tomorrow or on Saturday, depends on how I feel after work tomorrow, but I will be streaming Final Fantasy 14 online, stuff like games on Twitch.
And then Logan, where can we find you?
Anywhere for videovillaentertainment.com is our website, and that links to all our social media. But any social media you have, it's Video Villa Entertainment. We put out new episodes on YouTube and all your podcasting apps every other Friday.
What did you put out recently?
The most recent one was Cat's Eye.
I gotta watch that. I used to watch the shit out of Cat's Eye as a kid.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It
holds up. So it's like a fine wine. It just gets better with age.
Good. I'm excited to watch that again. I'm excited to watch I'm not going to watch the movie. I'm going to watch your review instead. And Logan, your show is really great and Becca's really great, but in the spirit of Boys Month, don't put her in any episodes.
So I do by myself.
Yeah.
No, I got some.
I tune in and it's like Becca in a beer. Like, oh, this is my friend Beck.
Yeah.
Okay, one last super chat. What the fuck did we tell you guys? Thoughts on Kamala Harris replacing Joe Biden? So no comment. Tunnel. Oh, that's tunnel. Tunnel. You can find Johan by following the sound of her keyboard clap.
I'm a part of Boys Month now.
No, you're not. All righty. That is it from us. Thank you for being a patron, Lucas Steve. I don't know why the other $10 patrons don't sign. Maybe because I said the link so late. But I don't know why they don't just
an hour into the show.
It's true, he did. He did it last time.
Okay. I ended the poll at 50-50.
Hilarious.
The debate still rages on if I'm Glenn Powell or not. Well, we all can agree.
I'll call Ian up here and get his answer.
Wait, real quick. We can all agree that I'm Chris Hemsworth because I did the Thor workout, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Yo. God damn.
I'll get some definition on there at some point.
Girlfriend's in the next room, bro. You can't be flexible.
You need to get some hands, Tony, and keep them by your desk, and like as you talk, and then you pull them out. That you get that pump going.
Logan, we got to review Pumping Iron in the future. Just be
yeah.
all the time.
We should review it as we work out at the gym.
Yes, 100%.
That's a good idea, actually.
Okay, so we're wrapping up, but I got to do it one more time.
Yep, do it.
Yes,
Bitches leave. Bitches leave.
Yeah.
Bitches leave for Boys Month. Bitches leave. Boys Month too. Bitches leave. Boys Month too.
I do gotta say, I like the part where it looks like Joey's actually singing.
Yeah, it's so good.
Hold on, real quick. Do you like that? Where is it? You like that? Lawrence Soda's literally been in one episode. Like, how much shit you think I'm gonna get from my cousin Monica for putting her in a song saying "bitches"?
A lot.
I think you should play it again.
All right, goodbye, everyone. See ya.